Silverstone, the rain is pouring down. It's round 12 of the MotoGP World Championship. I'm Nick Harris, sitting alongside me, Matt Burt, down in pit lane. It's Dylan Gray.
Marc Marquez on pole position for the 6th time this year, ahead of Lorenzo and Pedrosa. Valentino Rossi quick in the wet warm-up this morning. He heads row 2 in front of 2 of the Yamahas, Pol Espargaro and Bradley Smith.
Row 3, Scott Redding, Cal Crutchlow and Andrea Iannone. Row 4, Aleix Espargaro, Yoni Hernandez and Andrea Dovizioso.
5th row headed by Maverick Vinales, Stefan Bradl and Loris Baz. Row 6, Jack Miller, Hector Barbera and Danilo Petrucci.
Row 7 for this 20-lap race, Eugene Lafferty, Alvaro Bautista and Nicky Hayden. Row 8, Mike DeMeglio, Claudio Corti and Carol Abraham. And completing the field, the man from San Marino is Alex De Angelis. Let's try again then. Here we go, sighting lap. Remember last time? The riders went on their sighting lap and every single one of them came back into pit lane.
He got that one absolutely nailed. He's flying up the hill. Rossi also with a decent start. And Vinales. It's going to be a Yamaha. KTM Tech 3 bikes. The Yamaha whole shot device working perfectly yet again. It's Miguel Vinales trying to stretch away from the pack. Binder was involved as well. So it's Quattaro, 4th place with a great start from Miller. Then it's Nakagami, Bagnaia and Morbidelli. Pol Espargaro well wide at 2. We've not had a Yamaha 1-2-3 in MotoGP since Phillip Island in 2014. It's early doors. All right, there are the 2 Pramac Ducati riders. Miller, Bagnaia, who's now gone through on Taka Nakagami. What happened at So that's compromised their race. Last weekend there was a...
This would... Absolute monster high side for the world champion. Asking too much of the power.
Goodness me, that was vicious. Tyres have been cooled down and that hurt.
Well, he got pinged straight up in the air. He actually landed on his feet and got a...
Early drama for Binder when he looked so good, he ran wide. Maverick Vinales is looking good here. He's lining up a move surely into the final turn. Here he comes. He can't drop behind the Ducati of Jack Miller. That would have been a nightmare. He hasn't, luckily. Vinales does have Italian, the doctor up in the second.
Tino Rossi leads here in Filipino. Quattararo's down. That was a factory Ducati. It was Petrucci. Huge high side for Petrucci at the southern loop, and he's taken Quattararo down as well. Early drama here in Australia. This is the moment involving Petrucci and Quattararo.
Yeah, he's gone in wide, trying to go around the outside there of Marc Marquez. He's out quite wide, and then he's just asked a bit too much from the rear end. And poor old Fabio Quattararo, who was wide himself.
Quattararo actually was going to be running on the grass himself. Quattararo was pushed.
They're in 1st and 2nd here then. Is likewise 9 places made on that opening lap from Alex Marquez from the very back of the grid. Yeah, saw Pol Espargaro. This corner then, Miguel Oliveira did not get a good start. Look, he's been swallowed up on that run into the 1st corner. Rapid impact, wasn't it? Oliveira landing right. Oh dear.
Quattararo's down. He's at Dovizioso as well. There's
unbelievable
fire from the Ducati.
Oh, what a dramatic start. And Dovizioso's down. The bike's on fire.
Maybe the tyre air fence is on fire as well. Look, Fabio Quattararo, too eager on the throttle through Stowe corner, launched over the high side. Down he went. One of the factory Ducatis clattered into his Yamaha. What early drama we have. It was Andrea.
Rotten start to 2020 for him. Here comes Rossi at the inside of Jack Miller. Miller left the door open there then. So it's Morbidelli and Valentino Rossi. 1 and 2 here. We hold our breaths. It's Rossi.
No.
The dream is over. It's not going to be today.
And that's the championship gone, I think, as well for another Italian.
It could have been a fairy tale.
Mamma mia, that's what they're saying in the garage.
Valentino Rossi's hopes of victory and the 200th podium, unfortunately, disappear. It's a turn 2 crash on lap 16. Change of direction and the front just gives way.
Bagnaia at the moment swarming all over his Pramac Ducati teammate Jack Miller's rear tyre. In fact, at the moment it looks like Bagnaia's got the corner and he's gone wide. Yeah, he's down and he's up again. What a save by Pecco Bagnaia. What a save. He was getting frustrated and impatient there because he could see the Yamahas getting away. He looked quicker than Miller and he tried to start. Now Quattararo is bolting here. Rossi hasn't got the pace of the Frenchman, and at the moment Vinales can't find a way, cannot get stuck behind Rossi for too long, otherwise Quattararo's going to check out. Quick check on Dovi.
Yamaha, he's going to lead as he into turn 1.
Morbidelli absolutely smashed it off the line, didn't he? Miller got away very, very well. Now problems for Rossi. Zarco's gone down, and he's taken out Dovizioso. Dovizioso's gone down as well. Unbelievable. He's lost the World Championship lead at the 1st corner.
Can you believe MotoGP in 2020. He's furious with Johann Zarco. Incredible, isn't it? The championship will change.
The Vizioso can't believe it. He's gone from undaunted to unimpressed with Johann Zarco. There's going to be explaining to do for Johann Zarco after that one. That's a massive blunder. What a howler by Zarco. Oh, it's Petrucci. Petrucci lost control of his Ducati.
And it made Zarco
into lap of the race of 38.280 from Quartararo. On board with Vinales.
Quartararo mullered the two Yamahas behind him. If he does, it's all going to be about a test of his concentration in these conditions. Hervé Poncharal said, did they, unfortunately? They weren't jangling for that long because Oliveira taken out at the first corner. Cruel for him. Having
Jack Miller's closing in on the pair of them. They do not want that Ducati in front of them here in Jerez. The Pramac. Right to the home straight here. Oh, and
Rossi in
a bit wide from Rossi.
There's been a 1.5 second deficit on Quartararo. He's gone. Quartararo, a 38.119. Last lap, Quartararo was faster than Rossi.
Yeah, and you can see how impatient Vinales is now to try and get through.
So far this year to Maverick Vinales in Jerez. He ran wide last weekend to surrender the lead to Quartararo. Costly mistake for Maverick Vinales. Is he going to find a way up the inside of Rossi into turn 6? No, he's not close enough.
Yeah, notoriously always been a demon on the brakes, hasn't he, Valentino? Further back then, it's Miller bang.
Sting for Maverick Vinales as he sees Fabio Quartararo stretching away. Again, Quartararo in sector 3. He's 3/10 quicker in sector 3 than Rossi and Vinales.
Vinales has got to get through. Yeah. Here he comes, up the inside. Can he get it stopped this time? He cannot outbrake Valentino Rossi. He can't find...
Full tank still quite full. It's been an issue in the pack. Rossi through, not through.
Rossi! Steering wheel is where? Oh, my goodness. Look at that. It went straight through. Morbidelli's motorcycle. Rossi here. Watch that. My goodness. That bike missed Valentino. Vinales almost got clattered by both bikes, the Ducati and the Yamaha. Yeah. And look at Morbidelli's
Jack Miller sweep through as well. Now here's Dovizioso picking his way through.
Was that Vinales having another pop at Rossi and it went slightly wrong because he's just lost a bit?
Because he's so superior in terms of his rhythm. Again, that last lap, 6/10 quicker than the whole of this Andalusian Grand Prix. Fabio Quartararo cruising to his second for him.
The force is with Fabio. Bragging rights at Yamaha belong to him. He's back on the podium for the first time since Austin. A good effort from Nakagami. That's his best drive result. And disappointing day for KTM in 7th. Outstanding job in the end.
Mark, there are so many things we can ask you about this race, but I think it's this final catching up and then what was going through your head going into that final corner.
Yeah, you know, this final corner, always happen, this thing.
Seen 3 superb races, but the headlines would be about one man.
Yeah, it's a very good result, knowing that the situation was difficult, you know.
The wall was built down the middle of the garage and everything. That's a very different story. Salute the championship leader. Salute all 3 on the podium, especially the first 2. Classic Grand Prix motorcycle racing at a legendary venue. It's a Saturday we won't forget in a hurry. Lynn Jarvis is trying to leave the podium, look, and they're not letting him because they're going to pour champagne.
Oh, Valentino nearly got him in a headlock there, didn't he? He's like, no, you're not getting away with this one. Here we go.
He's holding it out. You signed him, you've got to take what goes. Marquez and Rossi. I think Marquez is a little bit cool, don't you? Has been warm embraces, has there?
Well, he made it quite clear, didn't he, when he spoke to Dylan in Parc Fermé, that he felt he had the inside line and he was ahead on track. So, be interesting to see what he says in his post-race comments with the media. Of course, you'll be talking to him pretty soon in the post-race press conference.
It will be. Well, they're going to be differing views, aren't they? That's going to be no different. Let's be honest, most of the question marks have come against Marquez in more cases than Rossi. So,
well, they're both 2 really, really hard, aggressive races. That's what you need to do to succeed at this level. This time it was Marc Marquez that lost out. Next time it will probably be Marquez that comes out on.
Confirmation, Valentino Rossi wins his 3rd Grand Prix of the season. At the end, it was over a second advantage. That doesn't tell anything of the race. Lonely ride for Lorenzo Agnanoni. Paul Espargaro did a brilliant job fighting off the challenge of Cal Crutchlow and Bradley Smith, with Danny Pedrosa, after that crash in the morning warm-up, down in 8th place, Aleix Espargaro in 9th, and Fabrik Vinales on the Suzuki in 10th.